guys, my name's Mightman. Before this video starts, just a little PSA, just to put this out there. Whilst the learning event's going on until the 2nd of March, I am hosting a giveaway for the channel. I am looking to get 200 subscribers before the end of February, realistically, and I'll give away 600 credits to 3 different, well, I say 600 credits, so I'm going to split it up to 3 different people, so 200 each. So yeah, let's try to get to 200 subscribers. We are very close now, and I appreciate it. Now let me put a video on for you and enjoy. Hey guys, my name is Mightman, welcome back to yet another video, and today we are going to be doing yet another weapon review video. Today we have the Eggsterminator, which is yet another melee weapon that you can get during the Easter event. Now just to have a look at this is a super slow attack speed weapon with a very high critical chance, and you need to be level 25 to equip with no other proficiencies. This is a pretty interesting melee weapon, I'll be honest. 130 damage for non-crits and 650 with critical. It's got quite a decent range, but the cleave on it isn't as good. It can hit up to 3 enemies with an enhanced melee damage radius, knockback, and a 50% chance to stun zombies for 1.5 seconds. Now you can craft this from stuff from Easter egg 2021. You need is the blueprint, the concrete egg, and the sturdy handle, and it is a fairly good kind of melee weapon if you are going down that route. For me right now, with the cab boost we've got right now, it's doing less damage than it actually says, but let's do the grinding one, and yeah, we're going to do quite a lot. So we've got a few bosses right now, as you can see on the screen right now. There isn't much going on, but I want to go down and get these flying giant spiders, and what I'll do is I'll just do these ones without the boosts, and I'll do the next back with the boost. Okay, so we're going to get into the next zone, so we're minus 19 now for some reason, that's fine. We're not going to use the coat there, because why would we? So even with the melee mastery booster, we're doing about 815 damage, which is really good actually, because as you can see, it does take a very massive damage, not damage, but it takes quite a bit to just swing us as well, which is not ideal. But we'll see how far we can get along with killing these spiders. This again has a unique model in the city. I'm actually going to take these spiders away because it's not going to be that good with the hordes, unfortunately. Given how slow it is, the horde isn't the most optimal, but the damage right now is actually superb for what it is. Yeah, so it's got a unique model. As you can see, it is like a concrete head on this shaft, and it packs a fairly good punch for what it is. Now I'm going to have these guys see the range. Let's see, hold on. Does have some range on it, so if I just... yeah, I can just sit here and do this to the spider and it just take constant damage. Nope. So I'll just let the spider in here just so I can see how it could be here. But come on, there we go. So we've got a spider in here, let's just swing at it. It is doing decent damage. I can't complain about that. For a melee weapon, you do particularly want a lot of damage with it because it doesn't have armor penetration, so it just hits through that in a sense. It just nullifies it completely, whereas your guns and that will require armor penetration to actually be usable. So somehow he got stuck in there. So we want, see, it's so slow that it's even hard to kind of trigger that kind of need to just hit. So we'll continue just to take this out. And yeah, out of a scale of 1 to 10, without the boost and actually being somewhat negative there, I would say this is maybe a 6 out of 10. Like, don't get me wrong, it being slow makes it a lot worse for what it is, and that's the unfortunate truth for it. But for a free melee weapon that could put what's called the Doom something, whatever it is called, the best melee in the game, big circle thing, I can't remember what it's called, Doom Slayer or something like that, Doomstar, I genuinely can't remember what it's called because I've never used it. I think it does give it a kind of run for its money, and I'm actually going to check Wikipedia after cover zombie giant spider here. and it won't take that long anyway, so I'm just going to just loot this whilst I'm here so we can see what we get. AK-47, that'll be getting into the clan machines, and an MG-L6. So obviously this weapon can be affected by your strength as well. This gives it a direct damage boost, and obviously the mastery, which gives you an extra 20%. Honestly, I have no issues with this weapon right now. So I'm actually just going to jump into Wikipedia for a second. Where is it? Doomstar, that's what it's called. So, oh, okay, so it does kind of give Doomstar a run for its money. One of the difference is Doomstar is actually faster. Doomstar also has 160 damage per hit and also up to 800 for a critical. Hits 4 enemies, enhanced damage radius, whereas the Exterminator has a better knockback, but you're not really needing that far melee. But yeah, I do genuinely think this can put the Doomstar on its legs with how much damage this actually does and how it is. It's saying it's a free weapon, but it does really do quite a lot. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is we're going to wait until the next boss spawns, because we have Flaming Long Zombies, so I'll start making my way up there. But yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying it at its base core. Let's just see how well it does at its full potential. Just a quick side note as well, I decided to have a look at the Panhammer with this to compare it, and I have to admit I do think obviously the Panhammer is better for speed, but the Eggsterminator is actually the same damage. Doesn't have as much cleave range, but has a lot more buffs going on for it, apart from the stun chance, because the Panhammer has a 99% chance to stun for a second, whereas obviously Exterminator has 50% for 1.5, so that's quite an interesting kind of comparison. But I just thought I'd throw that wee fun fact in whilst we are waiting. We're now here, so let's go take on the Flaming Long Arms. It should be pretty straightforward. I think I can take on the Horde with this as well, because I've got the full potential boost. It does make things a lot more easier. It does help if I don't get hit as well at the same time. Yeah, so doing 2k damage, it's exact same as the Panhammer, like I said. It's a lot. It is a bit faster for what, 51 dexterity. The shame the supply officers went kaput. Yeah, it does well. It really does do its job already with this. I can tell. Damage for what you're getting is spot on at full potential. Now we've got 2 of these guys, and I'm taking them out fairly quickly as well, which is superb. So yeah, we will just leave it at that. It's not as if we're going to need to say much more. It's heavy hitting with the dexterity booster. It's one of those ones you do require it to make the most out of it. I would say it would kind of make a good kind of melee weapon for your end game, actually, with how it is. I want you to use 2 at Vic on. Come on, let's review skip. I just need to be careful I don't get hit. Yeah, I really can't complain about this as a melee weapon. It is very similar to the Panhammer in terms of its damage and overall kind of usefulness. I do believe it's a little bit better than the Panhammer in terms of its abilities it's got with it, but at the same time I would still take Panhammer over this, unfortunately, because of bossing rights in that sense. For a weapon that's a weapon that's free basically from the Easter event, I think this could easily take the cake in terms of just being a weapon people use. Considering you don't need that proficiency, you just need to be level 25, and the damage it does, yes, it is slow, but this could potentially be something you use to boss hunt as well if you're cocky enough to get into close quarters. I have no issue with this, apart, well, I do have an issue, but I don't have anything particularly bad to say about it. With the full potential, I would give it probably an 8.5, maybe a 9, a push. But again, that's a push. I would generally say when the Easter event does come up, do yourself a favour, get one of these, because you will be doing yourself a favour in terms of being able to master it just to get the cast stuff going. Or if you're a collector and not have one of these yet, it's one of the best things to grab. Now what I'm going to do is, the original idea of obviously doing these videos was to run up to Easter, but I might launch these all at once. I might do something different, but what I'm going to do very much different is, after this end of the segment of videos, what you're going to see is how it performs with both with and without implants in Wastelands, Death Row and the Raven Ridge, just so you guys get an idea of what it's like. Personally, I think this would do you looting. Of course, looting wise, it would do you everywhere apart from Wasteland, because aggro. It will kill most, if not all, of the zombies in Raven Ridge, apart from the bears, and it will kill everything apart from the Thousand Arms down in Death Row. However, the caveat of that is you should have some sort of damage buffs regardless of what you're doing. It would always be recommended on using these, but I think you should do a good majority of that. Now, enjoy the rest of the video. I shall see you guys later, and goodbye.